walking in the forest at dawn, and the world is still half asleep. The path beneath your feet is soft, needles and leaves. Moss, and it makes no sound as you step. Above you, the trees are dark shapes against a sky that is not quite night and not quite day. A deep blue that is slowly, gently turning to gray, then to silver, then to the first pale gold of morn. You have nowhere to be. You have nothing to do. You are simply here, in this moment, in this quiet hour, when the forest is waking and the rest of the world has not yet stirred. You did not have to come here. You could have stayed in bed, could have slept through the dawn, could have let the morning arrive without you. But something in you wanted to see the forest at this hour. Wanted to be part of the transition from dark to light, from silence to the first soft sounds of the day. And now you are here, and the forest is here, and the dawn is unfolding around you, slow and gentle and full of peace. You take a slow breath. The air's cool and clean, and it carries the scent of pine and earth and something sweet you cannot name. Perhaps wildflowers, perhaps the dew on the leaves, perhaps simply the smell of a world that has been washed by the night and is ready for the day. You feel it in your lungs, in your chest, in the deepest parts of yourself. This is what it feels like to breathe in peace. This is what it feels like to be alive at the hour when everything is possible and nothing is demanded. You walk a little farther and the light begins to change. It is not bright yet. It is soft, diffuse, filtering through the canopy in long shafts that cut through the mist like something from a dream. You can see dust motes floating in those shafts, tiny particles of light that seem to hang in the air, weightless, timeless, as if they have been there forever and will be there long after you are gone. You do not rush past them. You pause and you watch, and you feel the same weightlessness in yourself, as if you too could float, could hang in this moment forever, could be part of the light and the mist and the quiet awakening of the forest. You think about the word mist, how it softens everything it touches, how it blurs the edges of the world, how it makes the familiar seem dreamlike. And mist is not hiding the forest from you. It is revealing it in a different way. Softer, gentler, more mysterious, as if the forest is showing you its secret face. The face it only shows at dawn to those who are willing to walk slowly and look with open eyes. You are one of those people now. You have earned nothing, achieved nothing. You have only shown up, only stepped onto the path, only allowed yourself to be here at the hour when the mist and the light and the forest conspire to create something beautiful. The path curves ahead of you, and you follow it without thinking, without planning, without any destination in mind. You are not trying to get anywhere. You are not trying to accomplish anything. You are simply walking one step, then another, then another. And with each step, you feel yourself sinking deeper into the peace of this place, deeper into the silence, deeper into the simple joy of being here, now, in this forest, at this hour. You notice the sounds around you, or rather, the lack of them. The forest is quiet in a way that is not empty, but full. A quiet that holds space for the first bird song, for the rustle of a leaf, for the almost imperceptible sound of your own breath. You listen, and you hear nothing at first, and then you hear everything. The soft creak of a branch somewhere above you, the drip of dew from a leaf, the distant call of a bird that is still half in dreams. These sounds do not disturb the silence. They are part of it. They are the silence waking up, the forest coming to life, the dawn finding its voice. You notice the texture of the path beneath your feet, the way the needles give slightly with each step, the way the moss is cool and soft, the way the earth holds the imprint of your foot for a moment and then springs back. You are not leaving a permanent mark here. You are simply passing through, and the forest is receiving you, allowing you to walk in peace, asking nothing in return. You think about how many feet have walked this path before you, how many people have come here at dawn, seeking the same thing you seek. Peace, stillness, a moment when the world is gentle and the heart can rest. You are not alone in this. You are part of a long, quiet tradition of people who have learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is walk slowly through a forest and let the dawn unfold around you. You touch the bark of a tree as you pass. Raw, cool, solid, and you feel the same solidity in yourself, the same sense of being grounded, of being here, of being real, The tree has been here for a long time. It has seen countless dawns, and it is still here, still standing, still offering its presence to anyone who passes by. You do not need to thank it. You simply touch it, and you walk on, and you carry the feeling of that touch with you. The roughness, the coolness, the sense of something ancient and patient and kind. Very soft birdsong, rustle of leaves, distant stream, dawn stillness. You come to a small clearing and you stop. The sky here is wire. You can see the horizon beginning to glow. The first streaks of gold and pinks, then spreading across the east like a gentle fire. The trees at the edge of the clearing are black against that light, their branches like lace, their leaves still dark, still holding the night. You stand in the middle of the clearing, and you feel the dawn on your face, cool, soft, full of promise. You are not cold. You are not in a hurry. You are simply here, receiving the gift of the morning, allowing yourself to be part of this moment when the world is being made. You look down at your feet. The grass is wet with dew, and each blade holds a tiny droplet of light, a tiny mirror of the sky. You do not step on them. You simply look, and you feel the same tenderness in your chest. The tenderness of beauty that asks nothing of you, that simply exists, that is here for anyone who is willing to see it. You notice the temperature, the cool of the night, still in the air, the first warmth of the sun, not yet arrived, the perfect in-between that makes you feel alert and calm at once. You are not shivering. You are not swaying. You are in the balance, in the threshold, in the moment when the world is neither one thing nor another, but both. And you are part of that balance, part of that threshold, part of that moment. You stand for a long time in the clearing, or what feels like a long time. You have lost track, and you let the dawn work on you the way it is working on the sky, on the trees, on the grass at your feet. You are being changed by this moment, softened by it, opened by it, and you do not resist. You have come here to be changed. You have come here to remember what it feels like to be still, to be present, to be part of something larger than your own thoughts and plans and worries. You think about the word dawn, how it means the first appearance of light, the beginning of day, the moment when darkness gives way to something new. You are at the dawn of something too, perhaps, the dawn of a day that has not yet been written, the dawn of a moment when you can choose to carry this peace with you, or simply to receive it and let it go. You do not have to decide now. You only have to stand here, in this clearing, in this light, and breathe. You notice the way the light is changing, minute by minute, almost imperceptibly, the gold spreading a little farther, the pink deepening, the sky losing its night blue and taking on the soft gray of morning. You are not watching the clock. You are watching the dawn, and the dawn has its own time, its own pace, its own way of unfolding that cannot be rushed or slowed. You feel your breath matching that pace, slow, steady, patient, and you realize that you have been holding something in your chest, some tension, some readiness for the next thing, and that here, in this clearing, you have finally let it go. You think about the word clearing, how it means an open space, A place where the trees step back, where the sky is visible, where the light can reach the ground. You feel clear too, in a way, cleared of the clutter of thought. The clearing is not empty. It is full of light, full of peace, full of the possibility of a new day. And you are full of the same. You leave the clearing and follow the path deeper into the forest. It runs alongside a small stream now. You can hear it before you see it. The soft gurgle of water over stones. The sound of something that has been flowing since long before you were born and will flow long after you are gone. You come to the stream and you kneel beside it, not to drink, but to look, to see the way the water catches the light, the way the stones beneath the surface are smooth and dark, the way a leaf floats past, turning slowly, going nowhere in particular. You dip your fingers into the water. It is cold, not painfully cold, but cold enough to make you feel alive, to remind you that you have a body, that you are here in this moment, in this forest. You bring your wet fingers to your face and touch your forehead, and the cold spreads across your skin like a blessing. You are not in a hurry to dry your hand. You let the water drip from your fingertips, and you watch the droplets fall into the stream and disappear. And you feel the same letting go in yourself, the release of something you did not know you were holding. You stand and walk on. The path is softer here, covered in moss and fallen leaves, and your footsteps are even quieter than before. You notice the ferns that grow along the bank, their fronds still curled in the cool of the morning. Their green so deep, it seems to hold the night inside it. You think about the stream, how it has been flowing since long before you were born. You do not need the stream to care. You only need it to be here, to do what it does, to flow and gurgle and catch the light. That is enough. That is the gift of something that exists for its own sake, that does not need your attention or your gratitude, that simply is, and that allows you to be part of its presence for a moment, to dip your hand in, to feel the cold, to be alive. You notice the way the light plays on the water, the way it breaks into 1,000 pieces and reassembles, the way it follows the current, the way it seems to have a life of its own beneath the surface. You could watch this for hours. You could sit here until the sun is high and the stream is bright and the morning has fully arrived. But you do not need to. You have received what you came for. The coolness, the sound, the sense of being part of something that flows and continues and does not stop. You can carry that with you. You can carry the stream inside you, the way you carry the forest, the way you carry the dawn. You notice the way the light is changing, still soft, still gentle, but warmer now, more golden, as if the sun is finally rising above the horizon, as if the day is finally beginning in earnest. You kneel again, this time not by the stream, but beside a patch of moss, thick, green, soft as a cushion, and you run your hand over it. It is cool and damp with dew, and it yields beneath your touch like something alive, like something that has been growing here for years. You think about how much of the forest is like this, hidden, quiet, growing in the shadows, doing its work without fanfare or recognition. You do not need to be seen either. You do not need to accomplish anything grand. You can simply be here, like the moss, like the ferns, like the stream, present, alive, part of the forest, part of the dawn. You stand and you look up through the trees, and you see the sky, no longer dark, no longer night, but not yet full day. It is the in-between hour, the threshold hour, the hour when anything is possible and nothing is fixed. You feel that in yourself too, the sense of being between one state and another, between sleep and full wakefulness, between the person you were when you entered the forest and the person you are becoming with each step, each breath, each moment of peace. Soft stream, rustle of ferns, birdsong, dawn. Might you find a place to rest? A fallen log, perhaps, or a simple bench someone has placed here for wanderers like you. You sit down and you feel the weight of your body settle into the wood, into the earth, into this moment. You are not tired. You are not in a hurry. You are simply pausing, allowing yourself to stop moving, to stop doing, to simply be here in the forest at dawn, with nothing to accomplish and nowhere to go. You look at the trees around you, the way their trunks rise from the ground like pillars, like ancient beings that have been here for decades, perhaps centuries. You think about how many dawns these trees have seen, how many times the light has filtered through their leaves, how many times the birds have sung in their branches, how many people have walked this path and paused, like you, to rest. You are not the first. You will not be the last. And that thought comforts you. The sense of being part of something larger. Something that has been here long before you and will be here long after. You close your eyes for a moment and you listen. The stream is still gurgling in the distance. The birds are singing now, not loudly, not urgently, but softly, as if they are still half asleep, as if they are singing in their dreams. The wind moves through the leaves above you, and you hear it like a whisper, like a breath, like the forest itself sighing with contentment. You do not need to see to know that you are safe. You do not need to see to know that you are at peace. You can feel it in the cool air on your skin, in the soft sounds around you, in the weight of your body on the log, in the knowledge that you have nowhere to be, and sit. Sit. You think about the word rest, how it does not mean sleep necessarily, but a pause, a ceasing of effort, an allowing of the body and mind to settle. You are resting now, even though you are awake. You are resting in the way the forest rests, not inert, not dead, but alive and quiet, receptive and still. The stream is resting in its flow. The trees are resting in their standing. The birds are resting in their song. And you are resting in your sitting, in your breathing, in your willingness to be here with nothing to do and nowhere to go. You notice the way your thoughts have begun to slow, not stopping, but slowing. Like a river that has widened, like a wind that has dropped to a breeze. You are not trying to empty your mind. You are not trying to achieve any particular state. You are simply allowing the forest to do its work, to slow you down, to quiet you, to remind you that you are part of something larger, something that has its own rhythm, its own pace, its own way of being that does not depend on your effort or your will. You open your eyes, and the light has changed again. The forest is no longer dark. It is filled with a soft green gold light that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, that filters through the leaves and dapples the path and the moss, and your own hands resting in your lap. You notice the way your breath has slowed. You notice the way your thoughts have quieted. You notice the way your body feels. Heavy in a good way. Grounded, present. As if it has finally remembered how to rest, even while awake. You think about the word stillness. How it does not mean the absence of movement, but the presence of peace. The forest is not still in the sense of being frozen. The stream is still flowing. The leaves are still rustling. The birds are still singing. But there is a stillness beneath all of that. A stillness in you. A stillness that has been there all along, and that you have only now allowed yourself to feel. You think about the log or bench beneath you, how it holds your weight without complaint, without asking for anything, without needing you to be anything other than what you are. A person at rest, a body in peace, a mind that has finally stopped racing and allowed itself to be still. You are grateful for that holding. You are grateful for every place that has ever held you. Every chair, every bed, every patch of ground, every person who has made space for you to rest. The forest is holding you now. The dawn is holding you. And you are learning to hold yourself the same way. Gently, without demand, with the same patience and kindness that the forest offers you this morning. You notice the way the light has grown, no longer the first pale gold of the clearing, but something warmer. Something that has settled into the forest and made it its home. The shadows have shortened. The colors have deepened. The day has arrived, and yet the peace has not left. It has only changed form, from the peace of anticipation to the peace of fulfillment, from the peace of the threshold to the peace of having crossed it, from the peace of the dawn to the peace of the morning. You think about the people you love, where they are this morning, whether they are awake or asleep, whether they have ever walked in a forest at dawn. You send them a thought, a wish, a silent blessing, that they may find peace, that they may know rest, that they may have moments like this one, when the world is gentle and the heart is quiet. And then you let the thought go, and you return to the forest, to the light, to the simple fact of being here. You think about time, how it has stretched this morning, how an hour has felt like a lifetime and also like no time at all. You have not been here long, and yet you feel as if you have been here forever, as if the forest has always been your home, as if the dawn has always been unfolding for you, as if this moment is the only moment. This is what peace does to time. It softens it, it stretches it, it makes it irrelevant. And you are grateful for that, for the gift of losing track of time, for the gift of being so fully present that past and future disappear and only now remains. You take another deep breath, and you feel the forest air fill your lungs, cool, clean, full of the scent of pine and earth and the sweet, unknown smell of morning. You hold it for a moment, and then you let it go slowly, feeling your body relax even more as you exhale. Each breath is a gift. Each moment is a gift, and you are here to receive it fully, completely, without clutching or demanding or trying to make it last. You are learning in this forest at this hour that the best way to hold something precious is to hold it lightly, to receive it, and then to let it go, to let it be what it is, to let it change and fade and become part of the past while you carry the piece of it with you into whatever comes next. You stand up slowly and you begin to walk past. You are not leaving because you are tired or because you have somewhere to be. You are leaving because it is time, because the dawn has done its work, because you have received what you came for, because the transition from walking to resting feels natural, feels like the next step in a gentle rhythm that has been carrying you all morning. The path is familiar now, and yet it looks different in the growing light. The shadows have shifted, the colors have deepened, the forest is fully awake now. You can hear it in the birdsong, in the rustle of the leaves, in the way the light moves through the canopy like a living thing. You walk slowly, and you take in every detail. The way the moss grows on the north side of the trees, the way the ferns unfold as the warmth reaches them, the way that the stream appears again and you cross it. And then you cross it, and the water is still cold. Still, you think about what you will carry with you from this walk. Not in your hands, but in your heart, the peace, the stillness, the sense of being part of something larger than yourself. The memory of the dawnlight filtering through the trees, the sound of the stream, the feeling of dew on the ground. You do not need to hold on to these things tightly. They will stay with you, or they will fade. And either way, you will have had this moment. You think about the word walk. How simple it is, how ordinary, and how profound it can be when done with attention, with slowness, with no goal except to be present. You have been walking all morning, and the walking has been a kind of meditation, a kind of prayer, a kind of conversation with the forest, and the dawn, and your own quiet heart. You did not need to sit in a special posture, or repeat a mantra, or do anything at all except put one foot in front of the other and allow the world to reveal itself to you. That is the gift of a forest walk at dawn. The simplicity of it, the ordinariness of it, the way it requires nothing from you except your presence, your willingness to be here, your openness to receive. You notice the way your body feels, loose, relaxed, tired in a good way, as if you have used your muscles in the way they were meant to be used, gently, steadily, without strain. You are not exhausted. You are not in pain. You are simply ready to stop walking, ready to rest, ready to let the peace of the forest carry you into the next part of the day, or into sleep, or into whatever form of rest awaits you when you leave these trees. You reach the edge of the forest, and you pause. You look back at the path disappearing into the trees, at the light filtering through the canopy, at the place that has held you so well this morning. You do not feel sad to leave. You feel grateful for the peace, grateful for the silence, grateful for the gift of being able to walk in a forest at dawn with nowhere to be and nothing to do. You take one last deep breath, and you feel the forest air fill your lungs. Cool, clean, full of the scent of pine and earth and morning. Then you turn and you walk toward the rest of your day, carrying the dawn with you, carrying the peace, carrying the memory of the forest like a soft light inside your chest. Soft bird song, distant forest, morning peace. You have returned now to a room, to a chair, to a bed, to wherever you rest. You are no longer in the forest, but the forest is still in you, in your breath, in your bones, in the quiet place behind your eyes. You close your eyes and you can see it. The path, the light, the stream, the clearing, the way the dawn unfolded so slowly, so gently. You feel your body settling, the way it settled on the log in the forest, the way it learned to be still, to receive, to rest. You are not in the forest anymore, but you are in the same state of peace, the same state of openness, the same state of allowing the world to be gentle and the heart to be quiet. You think about the word return, how it means to come back, to go back to a place or a state. You have returned from the forest, but you have also returned to yourself, to the part of you that knows how to be still, how to breathe, how to receive the gift of peace without clutching it or demanding it or trying to make it last forever. That part of you has been there all along. The forest did not create it. The dawn did not create it. They only reminded you that it exists, that it is always available, that you can return to it whenever you need to, in a forest at dawn, or in a room with the curtains drawn, or in a quiet moment before sleep. You think about the threshold between the forest and the rest of the world, how you crossed it when you left the trees, how you are crossing another threshold now, between waking and sleeping, between the walk and the rest. Thresholds are gentle places, if we let them be. Not sharp lines, but soft transitions. Not boundaries that exclude, but doorways that connect. You are in a threshold moment now. You are neither in the forest nor fully in the world of sleep. You are in the in-between, the both and, the place where the dawn and the peace and the memory of the path are still with you, and the rest that awaits you is already beginning to gather around you like a soft blanket, like a second dawn, like the forest itself welcoming you home. You feel your breath deepening, the way it deepened when you first entered the forest, when you first felt the cool air in your lungs and the peace in your chest. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to quiet. Your spirit knows how to return to the place of peace that you found in the clearing, by the stream, on the path beneath the trees. You do not have to do anything to make this happen. You only have to stop holding on, to stop trying, to stop doing, and to let the rest come to you the way the dawn came to the forest, slowly, gently, inevitably. Silence, very soft. Rest, you close your eyes, and you let the image of the forest fill your mind. The path, the light, the stream, the clearing, the way the dawn unfolded, slow and gentle, like a flower opening, like a breath being drawn, like something that was always meant to happen, and that has now happened. and that you were there to see it. Your breath slows. Your body grows heavy in the best way. The way that means you are letting go, that you are safe, that you can rest completely now. You are not in the forest anymore. But the forest is in you, in your muscles, in your breath, in the peace that has settled in your chest like the dew settled on the grass, like the light settled in the clearing, like something that was always there and that you have only now allowed yourself to feel. You think about the walk, how you did not rush, how you did not try to get anywhere, how you simply moved through the forest at the pace of the dawn itself. That is how you want to move into sleep now. Slowly, gently, without force. You let go of the images, one by one. The path, the stream, the clearing, the light. You do not need to hold on to them. They are part of you now. They will be there when you wake. In your memory, in your dreams, in the soft place where the forest and the dawn and the peace have made their home. You think about the birds that sang to you this morning, how they did not know you were there, how they were simply singing because it was dawn, because they were alive, because singing is what birds do at the first light. You were witness to their song. You did not need to respond, or record, or preserve it. You simply heard it, and it became part of you, part of the peace you carry, part of the memory of the forest that will go with you into sleep and into your dreams. You feel the weight of your body on the bed, on the chair, on whatever surface is holding you now. The same weight you felt on the log in the forest, the same surrender to gravity, the same trust that you will be held. The forest held you this morning. That held your feet. The clearing held your stillness. And now this place, this room, this bed, holds you as you let go of the day, of the walk, everything except the peace that has been with you since you first stepped into the trees and felt the dawn unfold around you. Silence, your body is ready for sleep now. You have walked in the forest at dawn. You have received the gift of peace, of stillness, of being part of something larger than yourself. Now you can rest, fully, completely, without holding on to anything, without trying to preserve the moment, or extend it, or make it mean something more than it already does. Let the forest go. Let the dawn go. Let the path and the stream and the clearing go. They are not lost. They are simply resting, the same way you are resting now. And when you wake, whether in an hour or in the morning, the peace will still be in you, in your breath, in the quiet place behind your eyes. Sleep is coming now. It's coming the way the dawn came, slowly, gently, without force. You do not need to reach for it. You only need to allow. Let your breath slow a little more. Let your body sink a little deeper into rest. Let the image of the forest fade into a soft green gold blur. And then let the blur fade into nothing. You have had a peaceful walk at dawn. You have been still. You have received the gift of the forest and the light and the quiet hour when the world was waking, and you were there to see it. Now you may rest. The forest will still be there when you wake, in your memory, in your dreams, in the peace that you carry with you always. You take one last conscious breath, and you imagine it is the breath of the forest. Cool, clean, full of pine and earth and dawn. You let it go, and with it, you let go of the need to hold on to anything. The images, the peace itself. They are not lost when you release them. They sink deeper into the place where they have always belonged, into the part of you that does not need to grasp or remember, because it simply is the part that was in the forest with you this morning, the part that is with you now, the part that will be with you when you wake. Let your eyes stay closed. Let your body grow heavy. Let the forest fade into a soft green gold darkness. And let that darkness be the same as the light, gentle, kind, full of rest. You have walked in the forest at dawn. You have received its gift. Now you may sleep as the forest sleeps in the night. As the path rests beneath the stars, as the clearing holds the moonlight, the same way it held the dawn. Good night. Silence, honey. Autumn. Mental